Hi there, I'm Kerwin and I'm going to be walking you through how to make a super simple and super yummy lentil soup today. We're going to be adding lots of tomatoes because they have tons of lycopene, which is great for your heart, and February is Heart Health Month. So let's get started. First, we're going to add in some avocado oil. I like to use avocado oil instead of olive oil because recent studies on olive oil has found out that when it is heated past a certain temperature, it becomes carcinogenic, which means cancer causing. So not the best for Heart Health Month. All right, and we're gonna let that start to warm up and get a little bit glistening. Okay, these are smelling so good in here. Have you ever heard about the theory of different foods that look like body types being beneficial for those body types? So if you think about a carrot and an onion, they have lots of layers, and the carrot specifically has that inner layer that looks like the pupil of your eye. So carrots are supposed to be really good for your eyes. We've all heard that. Well, onions as well, that they have all of those layers. That's also mimicking your eyes. So make sure that you're eating your vegetables that look like your body parts because they're really healthy for you. All right, next up we're gonna be adding in some garlic. This is gonna start to smell way better right now. Hard to imagine it could. So we're gonna mix that in. Also, I have some cumin, some curry powder, and some dried thyme. So these guys are all gonna go in here, and this is gonna be so flavorful. Your family members and friends are going to love this soup. Okay, that is smelling so amazing in there. Next, we're gonna be adding in diced tomatoes, or you can use crushed tomatoes. I've used both. This time I chose to use crushed tomatoes. Sometimes it's just a texture thing. And I'm just gonna get these all stirred in. So going back to the theory about body parts looking like the organs that they are good for, if you think about a tomato having the chambers inside, your heart also has 4 chambers, so tomatoes are supposed to be really, really beneficial for your heart health. And especially cooked tomatoes. That's actually when the lycopene is released in them, so it's really good for you. So getting this all mixed in here, and it is smelling amazing. I cannot wait to eat this soup. Okay, everything is looking great. It's cooking down. So the next thing I'm gonna be adding in is some lentils, and I'm gonna be adding in some broth. So lentils go in, we're gonna stir those guys in. And I'm gonna be adding in lots of Pacific Food vegetable broth. This is my favorite broth to put in this soup. It just really makes everything come alive. And I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm gonna add a whole container here. So we're gonna dump this guy in. And the next thing after these cook up a little bit is the key thing that makes this soup a hit. So if you're thinking this kind of looks just like a boring brothy soup right now, it's not gonna be that way in a couple of seconds. So keep watching. We're gonna let this cook in a little bit, stir it in, and it's about to be a whole new soup. Okay, so now the best part of the soup, I'm gonna take 2 to 4 cups out. I'm gonna put it in the blender. We are gonna blend this up, and then we're gonna add it back in. So I love this element because it allows you to have we're gonna do one more. It allows you to have a really creamy soup without needing to add any milks, without needing to add any flours, and it's just the lentils and veggies that you've already been cooking. Okay, now we're gonna take this, and super steamy. We're gonna pour it right back in. Oh, it's so creamy now. This is perfect. It's exactly what we wanted. And we're gonna mix it back in, and now you've got an awesome creamy lentil soup. Okay, now we're gonna add in some kale, and this is gonna wilt right down wonderfully. Oh, this is looking awesome. And if you need a little bit more flavor, we also have a little bit of Himalayan sea salt, some red chili flakes, and some black pepper. I'm just gonna add these guys in. I definitely like to keep the chili flakes in there to give it a little bit of a kick. You can add more or less depending on your preference. And just keep stirring that all in. That kale is wilting down wonderfully. Perfect, looking great. And our last step is I'm gonna add in some lemon juice on top and just stir that in. And that's the last thing we need to do before serving. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more cleaning and then we're going to get this ready and put it in a bowl. Looking awesome. Okay, now is the moment of truth. All of the spices just blend together wonderfully. Kale gives you a little bit of greens for an extra health kick. There's nothing bad about this soup. The health benefits, the flavor, everything is awesome. I can't wait to hear how you guys like it.